Night entertainment, an area Dyke knows well, to increase the impact of arts programmes and to look at daytime after the failure of the Vanessa show. These are very much the topics in tonight's viewing room. Our guests aren't critics or pundits, but viewers with their own opinions. Rena, a trade unionist from Manchester. Desmond and William from London. Pat, a bookkeeper from Chester. Tom, a student from Nottingham. Judy from Leicester. And Martin from the Midlands. The BBC's entertainment chief Paul Jackson and daytime head Jane Lush are watching the debate.
I think the film is so important if you want to relax, wind down at the end of the day, at the end of the week.
That's the perfect recipe for Saturday night TV.
Yeah.
What you want is a variety show, because variety's making a comeback. You want it to be presented by Dale Winton. Yes, you do. You want Bobby Crush to provide the music, and because that's not camp enough, you need Graham Norton to do the voiceover. That's what you need, and that would be perfect night viewing. It's variety which is making a comeback. Huey Green done 21st century style. Yes, because you get guests on who will perform, they'll do their own acts, and they will show their own talents.
And he means that quite sincerely.
I mean, not sincerely.
You watched it all because we asked you to watch it all. But did you like it?
Oh yes, a lot.
You liked it.
It's competitive information, it's top secret.
I don't think Lulu can carry a show, I really don't. She's
like Jane McDonald, she's a singer, she's not a presenter.
Jane, I think, is a very interesting case, because I think the idea behind that show was that Jane, who'd had this extraordinary break, you know, she was an unknown singer, plying her way backwards and forwards on the crosses. It's actually one of the most successful shows on a Saturday night. I'm sorry, it is huge. Well, there's 7 of you, there's 10.5 million people watching.
All they want at the end of the day is the numbers.
Maybe there's two. They're trying to do the arts for art's sake, so do the Polaroid pictures, but hey, that's what's
I thought that was part of its attractiveness, that although in many ways it was boring, it was also intriguing to actually try and understand and follow what it was about. There were a couple of very good points, for instance, the relationship between the director and the viewer, something I'd never considered. But it did make me think, and as you say, the soundtrack was marvellous, but apart from that, would I have watched it? No, it's really an art piece on its own.
Okay, it's not your cup of tea. Do you still think it has a place on television, a right to be on television? Yes.
Yes. You've got to give people the spread.
This is your life.
I mean,
Modern version.
You've got a bit of money to work into old house and sort of saying, oh, this is the banner store, I used to be when I was a bus conductor.
Yeah, that was a bit.
Well, I enjoyed that. That was great. There were almost tears in my eyes. It was memory lane. Yes, it is art, because the fact is, as you say, art is personal, and for me, that was art. That was a profile on somebody. A painting is a profile. That was a profile.
But the BBC has a commitment to arts programming, to representing the arts through BBC One and BBC Two. So how would you feel if they...
You still see this girl?
Yeah.
And what happened, what now as grown-ups, and what do you do when you see her?
I just try and avoid her. She comes up and speaks to me, says, hello, how are you? She saw my little girl, and she was talking about my little girl. And I still haven't got the guts now.
So she's smiling and talking to you, and what's happening inside you?
I just feel ripped up, knotted. I just can't.
What do you wish you could say? What do you wish you could say?
I wish I could tell her what she's put me through, and she doesn't realise what
the
she's
subject matter.
Why?
I find Tricia more sincere, because this is a lady who's a trained counsellor. She used to advise the Australian government when she was down under, and she would talk to them on the subject. So this is a lady who knows her stuff. She knows what she's talking about. She's not just some celeb who is also cute.
Vanessa she's the sort of person that's got a telephone voice. She's the sort of person you think, oh, snob, you don't really want to...
What do you mean? So do you think that that was a valuable contribution to our television output?
Definitely.
Yes.
It was a form of therapy. It was actually people allowing their problems to come out in the open. And it's actually easier to confess things on TV or in front of a large audience, I find, than in front of maybe your own family. Yes, in the world, because then you have no secrets.
Okay, well, listen, let's not go too far down this path. We started off by saying that the Vanessa show has now gone.